StoreHome.tv. We're here with Tony Baumer from BD Movers. Welcome back to the show.
Hi.
We're going to talk about seniors because seniors have a lot of special needs. And tell us a little bit about how you help them.
Okay. With senior moves, you have to remember that typically this customer is not doing it themselves. A lot of times they're not able to do packing or any of those issues either. And it's surprising how often I'll meet somebody who's 80 years old and they've never hired a mover before. They've always moved themselves, and so it's a totally new process for them. I've met 80, 90-year-old men who say, I'm going to move myself. Don't you worry about that. And we have to walk them through, well, come on, that's not really realistic anymore.
Right.
Typically the move at this point is that they're downsizing. Maybe they're going to assisted living, retirement community. Maybe they're moving in with their family. Okay. So there's the issue of downsizing. There's a lot of stuff that they need to get rid of. We often work with senior move managers who will help our customers organize what they're going to take and not take. We might work with a hauling company or a cleanout company who will take away different items.
Those are social workers that basically help?
It's a fairly new profession called senior move managers. And you hire somebody to come in and help organize everybody around you. But it's more dealing with, if they're going into assisted living, working out the organizational part of that. Who's my contact? What are the hours? What can go, what can't go? We step in where we start arranging other services that they might need. Often I'll recommend a charity. If they have an extra bedroom set that they need to give away, they can't sell it. It's of that age that's not antique, it's not used, it's in the way. So we'll bring in a charity who would love these things. Possibly a clean-out company if it's beyond its years, it's been well loved. We might bring in a cleaning company if the house needs to be totally cleaned that day for the new people coming in. We provide any packing that's required there. So the crews would come in a day or two beforehand, pack the kitchen, the pictures, the tchotchkes, all that kind of stuff. But that's the point really when I'm talking to their children, the son or the daughter, maybe they're calling me from out of state. They're working, they're too far away to be there hands-on. So I'll be emailing or calling them, and we'll be discussing what needs to be done. And I'll try to get the family involved with maybe moving the very important things, like the lamps or the very important picture. There's some heirlooms that they're worried about. Often we'll help them decide which children get different pieces of furniture. So as I'm moving mom and dad, maybe I have to drop off the daughter in Bayonne to drop this off, one in Westville, then come down to the Jersey Shore. That's typical, right? Things are divided. We help them do all that. This should be seamless and as stress-free as possible. People hire us to make their life easier.
Sure.
When we get to the new house, we're going to arrange for everything to be placed exactly where they want. At 7 o'clock at night, I don't want my parents shoving furniture around, right? So we're going to have a bed set up. We're going to have the kitchen table set up, and the living room set up for them. So that at 5, 6 o'clock at night, they can sit down and say, my God, I was smart to hire a mover. This made this very easy for myself. If it's assisted living, well, we're going to be working with their project manager there or their moving coordinator. Make sure that we follow all their rules and regulations. We can only park the trucks in certain areas. There's certain areas of the building that we're allowed access, others that we're not allowed access. And we also provide them with a certificate of insurance. They want to know that it's not a bunch of jabronis walking on their property. They're covered. So we have to make everybody involved with this feel safe and secure, from the daughter to the mom and dad to the new residents. You mentioned senior communities earlier.
Right.
When we move in there, we have to get permission from the gate to come in. We'll register with them beforehand. And it's kind of an annoyance for everybody, but it was done to protect the people moving in. In the communities, they often have a problem with, say, mom or dad goes to the hospital for an extended time. Well, you just need one bad relative to come in and say, oh, they moved, or they're donating all this furniture to me, and clean out the house. It happens all the time. And so that's what they're trying to protect.
It's amazing how it happens all the time, but I guess it does happen often enough.
It does. It's shocking. Your kids are obviously great. Mine are great. But everybody has that.
Right. They're great until they're not great. Yeah, exactly. Now, next we're going to talk about high-rise. But is there anything that you'd like to say to the viewers about anything on your mind?
Well, you totally blindsided me with that one. I don't
Sure.
know. When it comes to moving mom and dad, check out whoever it is that you're helping. Often our parents aren't internet savvy, so they don't know how to Google the mover and find out, are they good people? They don't know how to coordinate these things. Maybe it's just too stressful. Psychologists tell me that the two most stressful events in your life are loss of a spouse and moving. And when mom and dad are moving, often both of those have happened very recently. One of them has passed away, or one of them is not in the best health. And that's the reason for moving. The stress level is unbelievable. Right? So check us out.
Right. Great. That's really awesome information. We'll be right back.